In this lesson, we're going to be talking about malware definitions and history, so different types of malware and what it all means, and when did it all start. In 1947, actually, the first bug was found. In reality, it was an actual bug, which is where the term comes from. Grace Murray Hopper, who was in the Navy and was working on computer systems, found a moth inside of a system that was causing a system failure. And ever since then, every problem with computer systems, we've called them bugs. In 1961, researchers at Bell Labs created a game where programs killed other programs. That kind of falls in the line of the types of activities that malware accomplishes. In 1971, we had the first case of a virus on the ARPANET. It was the Creeper virus. Very, very benign. It was just a message that would pop up on systems saying, "I am the Creeper, catch me if you can." 1974, another virus on the ARPANET. It was the Rabbit virus. Getting into the PC era, the very first virus that was found on a personal computer was actually on the Apple II. It was a boot sector virus, and it was called Elk Cloner. That was back in 1982. It wasn't until 1986 that we find the first IBM PC-based virus. That was the Brain virus, and it was worldwide. And you have to remember that back in 1986, we had primarily floppies to store information and transmit them from one system to another. We didn't do a lot of modem communication, didn't do a lot of network communication back in 1986, so it was primarily people handing viruses to another system or to another person that then infected their system. In 1987, we run across the first virus that's known to destroy data. That was the Vienna virus. It wasn't until 1989, though, that it was recognized to be enough of a problem that IBM actually introduced a piece of software called VirusScan. That was the first commercial antivirus offering. The first theoretical work was done by John von Neumann in 1947. What a virus is a self-replicating program. It has the ability to move from system to system, so a virus is going to infect one system and different pieces of software on that system, and when those programs or files are copied to another system in some fashion, then the virus can go infect that system as well. A virus may or may not be destructive in nature, and it makes use of other programs. In other words, a virus attaches to a host, much like a virus in the real world where it transmits from human to human. It can't survive or do much of anything without the human being involved. And here, a virus needs a program to attach itself to in order to maintain its existence and keep multiplying. A worm, on the other hand, is self-replicating. It is a standalone program. In other words, it doesn't need to attach itself to another program to exist. The worm has two goals, one of which is to continue to replicate to other systems and hosts, and the other thing is to do whatever it was programmed to do. Trojan horse, in the case of viruses, you could call them Trojans. Much like the original Trojan horse, it's malicious software that looks like something else. So the original Trojan horse was a wooden statue of a horse that actually held soldiers who were supposed to slip out in the middle of the night and attack a city. Same thing here. We've got some malicious software that's hiding in some software that's innocuous looking. You run the innocuous looking software and you get hit with the malicious software at the same time. And now we've got rootkits. A rootkit is going to go hand in hand probably with some other type of malware, because its reason for being is to hide the existence of certain other types of software. A rootkit is there simply to make the work of another piece of malware possible. It may also be used to maintain privileged access to a system, and that may be through a backdoor. So lots of different types of malware, and we're going to go into some more details and what they do and how they work in subsequent lessons.